All right, there you go. I'm about to say. That's crazy. Please do me a favor and subscribe. I'm sorry. I just found out there was like filters on this bitch. Like I said, what am I up to right now? We're doing a live stream. We're talking about how we just turned a certain age and how our podcast is. I mean, I said our podcast. How our channel's been doing for today. This probably should be a short podcast. Shouldn't be too long. Clean jacket. I appreciate it. I had the true story. I've had this jacket since I was like in ninth grade. I am 28 years old now. Dead ass. I've had this jacket. Wait, let me make sure. Is it the same one? Hold on. I'm not mistaken. Shit. Is this the same one? Yep. Carbon. Yeah, this carbon shit, bro. I swear to God, my mom. I have not grown much since I was in ninth grade, but I had this shit since like, matter of fact, like 10th, 11th grade. I had this jacket, chat. No cap. No cap. Shout out to everybody joining, man. Please do me a favor subscribing if you're new. I got a filter on. I didn't even know you could do this shit. This filter more clean than goddamn. This filter cleaner than Snapchat right now. Yeah, we got 8 people in here, man. My birthday was on the 24th, okay, chat? I just want y'all to please do me a favor, subscribe. I want to start that off by saying that because we were trying to get as many subscribers as we can. We're trying to get monetized. We need 500. We're at 414, okay, chat? Shout out to Osh, Cash, and I'm gonna call you Cash. Shout out to Cash in the building. Appreciate you joining. Shout out to everybody joining, man. I appreciate y'all. Like I said, birthday was a couple days ago. We had a great birthday. So far, this is probably one of the best months I've had. And cause November, my birthday comes around every November. Obviously, everybody's birthday comes around every month. But every November, it seems like I'd be having the worst, not the worst, but one of the worst experiences that I'd be wanting to have of November. Like, put it like this. In November, Thanksgiving comes around, but my birthday normally falls around that time, if that makes sense. So, normally, Thanksgiving time and shit like that, I don't either get a lot of gifts because people came here prepared to eat and not prepared to, you feel me, say happy birthday or it's a lot of things going on, so people normally forget about, you know, like I said, the holidays or whatever, or like, I, for some reason, had a lot of girlfriends and I had a lot of like female female friends or even females in general in my life where for some reason on that day, instead of making it the best day, they make it a day where I almost regret just being chilling with those people. Let me say it like that. And let me say it's happened a couple years in a row. Like for instance, if y'all have watched some of my other podcasts, like almost every year that I was dealing with a female, they would either one would break up with me on the said day of my birthday, or two, argue with me or like fight with me or do something to make me feel down on my own birthday. Shout out to Aura, Oron, 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 Oron. I'm from CT. Where you from? Connecticut. America. Damn, we got 21 people in here. Let's go. Shout out to everybody joining, man. I appreciate y'all. Hope y'all having a good rest of y'all day. Blessed day wherever you're at, night, day, whatever. But we was continuing with the story. Long story short, this November has been really great. I chill with my family a lot. I got a chance to see my family some more this month. I've really been in the house and to myself this last couple months. Really haven't been talking to nobody. Like, been in the house, just been streaming really. So only a few friends here and there. So but I want to say, oh yeah, nah, it's a filter. You want me to change it? I could change it. Now I got cat eyes. He said your eyes look scary. Where you from? Hilarious. I'll go back to 0. I'll go back to no eyes. I'll go back to regular eyes. Yeah, I don't know. I just had a filter on. I was just trying it. I was just trying to see what the filters was like, and I was like, anyways, yeah, I don't know. I've had very ups and down months. I'm more on the married side. I'm very close to being married. Very close. Won't say I'm married yet, nor near engaged, but I would say I'm trying to lock this down forever and good. Shout out to Jim. Shout out to Jim in the chat saying hello. Please do me a favor, like the video and subscribe if you haven't done so. If you're a Patriot fan, if y'all any type of football fan, just go ahead and subscribe. If y'all birthday was in November, go ahead and subscribe. Ingleburg, Scotland. Oh God, can I marry? No, I'm really loyal, like, to the soil. Like, that's part of the reason why I was about to talk about this month too. Is that my shawty had me. What's your token? What the fuck? What you talking? What you talking? Token? Oh, weed. What you token? On that greatest weed. We don't smoke no cigarettes over here. But yeah, so like this month was probably one of the best months due to the fact that this year was a year I didn't plan much for myself, but it was a year definitely where my loved ones came together and did something for me, especially my girlfriend slash wifey. Wifey took me out to the Berkshire slash like Massachusetts out into the woods. Like I said, y'all seen earlier. So that was good. That was just good to get away and chill with their family, and we had a hot tub, pool room, not a pool, but a pool room where you could play pool, foosball, sauna. Nice. They had like everybody had their own rooms and shit. It was nice. So got a chance to chill out there, vibe. Didn't get into no arguments or fights or fusses. Too much. This month was a very very good month. And then Shawty got me one of the best gifts I could probably ever get for right now, at least as far as in my life. One of the best gifts I've ever gotten on my birthday. I'm not gonna get this gift until I'm not gonna be able to go to this gift until like December 28th. But it's probably one of the best gifts I've ever gotten. She got me Patriot tickets. She got me Patriot tickets to go see the Jets, chat. Okay? She got me Patriot tickets to go see the Jets. One of the best fucking teams right now in the NFL is the Patriots. She got me tickets and took me out to the Birchers, pretty much, or her mom, or on a situation where their family was out there and chilling and vibing. Took me out there and pretty much didn't have to spend no money or nothing like that. So got to vibe this weekend. Then I came back home, vibe with my cousin. Went to the club. Y'all see me. If y'all go to my shorts, y'all see me in the club. That was like the day right before my birthday. And I was only in the club for like 2 hours, but mind y'all, chat, I haven't been anywhere like all year. Like I really been locked in on trying to get subscribers and get people. Shout out to the almighty John. Do you smoke cigarettes or vapes? Nah, I don't smoke. I mean, like, I occasionally, if I need a vape, I'll use one. I occasionally use a vape, but majority of the time I smoke on that Doty, that weed. Looking half loaded, nearly loaded on weed instead. Looking half loaded. Yeah, I need more weed. I'm running low, to be honest. But yeah, shout out to Almighty, man. Hope you guys having a good day today. Appreciate y'all joining. So yeah, like I said, my birthday was a couple days ago, man. It was a good birthday so far. Everybody who subscribed and said happy birthday to me, I appreciate you guys who said happy birthday. It was like 4 days ago, so don't worry about it now. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying shout out to everybody who has, like Laz said, the people who had said happy birthday. It really confirms who cares and stuff like that. So it's funny though, like this year. I didn't do a lot of I used to post on my Instagram a lot before my birthday so people would know, but this year I didn't do a lot. I just did the one little story that I did from that night, and people just said happy birthday to me. So I want to say thank you to everybody who really did stop what they were doing in their day and say happy birthday to me, whether it was a belated birthday, whatever. Appreciate everybody who did that. That made my day even better because it's just like I said, I don't really have conversations with too many people. So many people that reached out that I used to be friends with, or like not even used to be friends with, people who I just don't have conversations with nowadays have reached out. So I'm at the age right now. So it says the podcast how old I'm 28 years old, bro. So it's funny because I used to be in school and I used to have a lot of friends. I used to be somewhat popular-ish, but as we all get older, like a lot of people don't realize as you get older, a lot of those friends and stuff like that, we all start to go our own separate ways and do our own different thing. And some people just happen to move. Some people might be still in your area, but they didn't stay connected or whatever. So it always feels good to see when those people reached out. But yeah, I'm 28 now and I'm like just realizing a lot. I'm realizing like a lot of shit's been like eating at me, and stuff that I think a lot of how they talk about mental health and men being at like a certain age and they start going through certain things. I think a lot of people need to start taking that a little bit more seriously. We also, I forgot. Oh yeah, this is what I meant to do. Before we get into that deep shit, let's talk about how much we've been working this month, and let alone this month we're talking about. Like I said, I really have not left this crib at all. Like this year, like I was really home unless I had to go to work. Like other than that, I would come back home, make videos, make live streams, whatever, and post. And lately, we've been on a trending upward spiral. Okay, chat. So I'm happy as fuck this month because on top of the great gifts, the happy birthdays, and despite having not all of the subscribers I need, we went above and beyond our view count for the month, and we went and broke our last record from September because we stopped. I think last month we didn't break our record, we got close, but this month we actually got to 20,000 views. I'm good on you, man. On you, mate. Appreciate that. I don't know if that's a good thing or bad. I'm good on you. Like, you subscribe. Yeah, like we're trying to get up to 500 subscribers so we can get monetized first, get our first monetization, and then start getting our second monetization, going towards our 1,000 subscribers. So this month, hold on. See, like it's a last month, September. Wait, hold on, not this one. It was this one. September we had 19, but then we dropped. We didn't even get up to 19 last week. I think last month, which was October, and we was on an upward spiral, just trending upwards the whole time. We went down one time last month, but this month, chat, I would like to clap it up for y'all. Thank you guys for pulling up. We did have about 14 to 15 subscribers so far this year. I mean, this month alone. Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Appreciate the support. It's been really hard to chat. Like y'all don't even like, some people don't understand YouTube yet. Like people will get on there, oh, you just gotta make videos. Nah, bro, like this shit go deep, especially if you don't have the algorithm down packed, or if you don't even know what to post or when to post or what hashtag, or like it's a whole many so many different little niches and little things that you have to do while you're on YouTube. So I'm just happy and appreciative. Like I've made a podcast before, and I said you gotta, and it's great to do these podcasts and it's great to do this YouTube stuff because then I get to look back at all the things I talked about. And I recently went back and looked at the last podcast, not the last one, but like I went back to like episode 20 or 10 or 15, it was like 15 or something like that, or almost like whatever. It's just way back when, and it was talking about being proud of your small accomplishments and being proud of the small things that not everybody else can see and not everybody else may be proud of. And like I said, I wanted 50 subscribers or something like that this month. I feel like I didn't probably work hard enough towards that myself personally. Like reaching out and doing like I said I was going to do. But we're getting closer and closer every day, and we're getting more and more every day. So I'm just blessed. Now that I'm 28 years old, I also can just be more happy and more appreciative of the life that I have and the time that I have and the chances that I get to even do this right here. Speak to people and possibly just show them, the things that they could be doing as well. Because shout out to my cousin, Key the Great One. He's also been doing great, coming back onto YouTube and on Twitch as well, making money on and doing things that we love. That's probably my biggest thing that I want to, that's my biggest thing, is that this month I've been doing things that I love doing, like chilling with my family, getting a chance to game and stream and put out content that I always wanted to put out. And it's just been really fun this month, especially this month. I haven't got a chance to do too many podcasts this month, and unfortunately, but I tried my best to get these ones out now and at least talk about things I feel like genuinely should be talked about, at least at this age. I don't know, because I'm getting older now, and I was sitting home. One of my boys. All right, to get deeper into the podcast now. We got this done. We talked about our goals. Now we're at this. So our goal now is to beat. Our goal now is to beat 20,000 on December. For December. Right here, see, it says 20,500, and this month's not even over, chat. So our goal might be 21,000 or something like that. But so. This day I took some pictures, but this day as I was dressed up, and I had some music playing in my ears. I just want y'all to see the photo. Feel me? And I don't know what it was. I've talked about this before. Zero's probably asked me if I was gonna have like a episode about my dad and stuff like that. We did a little bit of podcasting on that and did a little bit of talking on that before. I don't got gotta show him. That would have been vile. That would have been vile. I showed my dad because there was the next picture was like right there with my dad. Anyways, long story short, we're gonna end this. We're gonna make this quick. She had plenty of time to do things you're aiming for. You seem like a good guy. Hope all goes well. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. You seem like a great guy too, Jim. Much love, much love. Sad enough, bro. Like I said, this month was one of those months for me where I had to sit back and reflect, though. Like, I really had to sit back and reflect. We also recently did a podcast on good parenting and bad parenting, and I think that's when I talk about my dad a little bit more and the things that he said. Shout out to my boy Cam. I don't know if you're not here right now, you know, you probably see this later or something like that. But shout out to Cam. He also was a big part of that podcast where he was talking about how, you know, the way families can shape and manipulate in the way you move as a human being, and that the issues that some parents don't realize that they're causing by the way that they're maybe physically harming you, or after they discipline you, or maybe the way they talk to you, you know, physical abuse, verbal abuse, no matter what it is. Some parents don't understand what it could cause down the line, or even realize that you might remember some of the things that you said to them, and that may trigger a reason why they might not do some of the things that they wanted to do, or some of the things that they probably were gifted to do in life. So right now, I have this thing right there. I wrote it down. I don't want to even. It's just, but it's true. This is valid, and I still think about this to this day. But I want to say this is what, when he says to me that there's still plenty of time to do it and stuff like that. That's what I thank God for. I just thank God that I still have plenty of time. Knowing what I want to do for sure, that will get me in hopefully get me in a good space, in a better space. This right here that I'm trying to do, QZ&T. So yeah, like I said, I was listening to a song. I recently just turned 28. A lot of thoughts going through my brain. I still got this apartment that I gotta pay for. Got a girlfriend, you know what I'm saying, like an amazing girlfriend. You know, possibly getting married pretty soon, possibly having kids. All that stuff is going through my mind. So what also goes through my mind, what went through my mind when I was listening to this song, was that my dad one time told me that I wouldn't become shit. Like, I just won't become shit. He said, because he was drunk, I won't give him benefit of the doubt. You know, they say when you're drunk that the truth normally reveals itself. It comes out. At least that's what he told me. And I was a kid that wasn't technically, want to say, was supposed to be born right then and there. Maybe I was an accident. We want to say whatever, but I'm here. So I'll never forget this, because it's also a time in my life where it was around, probably maybe around this time, maybe a little bit in the summertime. I remember these things happening, and this is not the first time he said something like that. I think he probably maybe went there twice. And granted, I have told my dad I've hated him. I hate him. Not hated him, but I hate him one time. But it was due to his harsh punishments and harsh ways. But we eventually hash all that stuff out, and I eventually forgive him. But I never forget, chat. Like, I never forget this shit. Like, I don't know how to explain that, where somebody says something to you even when you was young, and it just resonate with you to this day, where you almost feel like, what the fuck? Like, you want to almost, like, you can still fight about it or feel some way about it, like, and that shit happened a long time ago. You almost damn near thought you forgot about it, or you thought you worked it out in your mind. And I'm at that point in life where I'm like, I don't think I've worked everything out yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, mentally. And this is where this is where the mental health thing comes into play. Is like, a lot of people don't always explore that, or don't get a chance to think about those thoughts of what may have happened, or what may have caused these thoughts upon my head. Okay, so the reason why I bring this up, and my dad tells me I wouldn't be anything, also around my birthday time, like I said, it's a thing that came to mind after having such a great month and after being on vacation. Okay, so it comes to me, it just hits me in the head. Bow. And it goes, I think it goes deep to my own fears and deep to my own like thought process of like this life that I want and this dream right here, this YouTube, will I be good enough, or will I reach the success that I want in YouTube, or will I reach the success in what I want and the things that I love as far as working, getting a job, getting the best car that you want, having the best life that you want? Will I be shit? Will I be the shit? It's not thinking about whether I will I, but that whole thing of understanding that I have a chip on my shoulder, and it's more than like some people could understand, like the chip of feeling like you might have to prove yourself to somebody and you never thought to yourself you would have to prove, you know what I mean? Like prove yourself, especially to your dad or somebody who you would think would be rooting for you. Um, like I said, it didn't hurt, but it does make me go to a deeper, darker place in my mind where I have to put up walls and feel like a lot of people probably feel like that about me. Shout out to Cam, Cam in the building, man. If you rewind, I just talked about you a little bit, like probably like at 20 minutes or something like that. But like a lot of people see me as a happy guy, a happy going guy, you feel me? But like a lot of times we all go through that mind and that dark place in our mind sometimes, and it's not always fun to talk about. But I feel like me as a person, as a Sagittarius, I don't have anywhere else to hide it anymore. That's why I started my podcast. It's just stuff that I feel like I have to let off my chest and understand where it's coming from, why it's coming from there. And like it feels like it's, for me personally, I don't know about everybody else, but it feels like it's coming to me. The older I get, the more stuff I'm like mentally just breaking down, and like out of nowhere, like I said, I was listening to some music. I'm like around my birthday time, not on the day of, the next day, and like that came to me, and I just had to like chat. I wrote it down. I just had to write it down, and I don't know how to explain that part either. Somebody saw it, like two people, my shawty and my boy saw it, and he was like, "What?" Like he read it, like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, no, that really happened." Like my dad told me I wouldn't be shit one day. Like, you know, I'm not gonna be shit in life or whatever. And also this month, there's women I love in my life that made me feel like I wasn't enough, even though I gave everything. Like you're doing everything in the book, you know what I'm saying? Like that was my another part of that piece of paper. But this month it's been, I don't want sympathy, you know, I'm not here to talk about it. I'm just wanting people to learn from certain mistakes and learn from certain mental thoughts, because let alone, like I said, this picture can say like, oh, I look like, you know, I got everything going on. This picture can say like, oh, he got, you know, a little bit of bread, he got a suit, you know what I'm saying? You know, but in real life, like sometimes we really got stuff going on. So like I want people like to, you know, sometimes get out of that mindset of that, like your friend really might be at this age, your friend or your friend growing up really might be going through it. You don't even know like what kind of chip he has on his shoulder. He might not tell you because of the walls that people put up. And that's what I was feeling like. I was feeling like, I don't know, it just came out of me that I felt like this is something that's been what's pushing you, and what you need as a reminder, what can push you to be better, to stop being so laxy daisy. It kind of gave me a boost in a sense of urgency in my mind, because now I feel like I have something to prove. when I hear that. Um, and I've been wondering to myself, like lately, like I talk to my shawty and I just be like, I always seem like so, if it don't happen, this is it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I always wonder why I feel like that. And I'm like, there goes the answer. It feels like, you know, like, because my dad said this was not. My dad also told me a lot that I wouldn't make it on my own because he thought he knew me better than I knew myself or whatever. But I think his actual doubts made me a better person because I didn't want to fall on those ears. I didn't want to have to hear him say, you know, I was right, he was wrong. You know what I'm saying? So far, I've been on my own for a minute. And I don't think he really liked that. He was more jealous. And you know, I love my dad with all my heart, and I can't sit here and not say I don't forgive him for all those times being drunk or saying certain things, or because, like I said, it's turned me out to something I can be proud of for right now. For right now, I still have more to accomplish in my mind, and if I've started on, I feel personally reasons why I started later than I needed to doing certain things is because, like I said, I didn't feel like I had enough support. Um, so I think YouTube is really a great thing for me, and social media in general. Just eventually finding out that people will support and, you know, hear you out at least. Some people will be dickheads, and some people will say stuff similar to what my dad would say, or, you know, like I've learned that too. Is like, not the internet is a safe place and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But like, I think I got enough tough skin after that to be here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, and then like November, this month has been like, I told y'all in the last podcast, this month has been like amazing this year. This month was amazing. I can't complain about nothing else really this month. But like I said, I always go back to like, why do I think about these things right now? Like, why do I feel like I wasn't, why do I feel like women that I loved made me feel like I wasn't enough? That came out of me as well. Like, something about the women this month, because I noticed that, like I said, back in the day, I would always have a situation, and sometime around my birthday, and always shit just go left. Even like 2 years ago, with the shawty I'm with now, things did go left, and I think it's a little more traumatizing than I actually like understood. Should I say? You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine being gifted a cake, birthday cake, balloons, and then your shawty breaks up with you the same afternoon just because she heard you fucking some girl gave you a hug on your birthday or some shit like that. Bitch, you just brought me cake and balloons. You just gonna throw it all the way over that? I didn't even fuck. I was in school. She broke up with me. I was in school. We were always in school. But this is nuts. This is nuts. But that from there, and then let alone last year, other stuff where like I'm spending bread. We living in a crib type shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Like, spending good bread on her birthday, my birthday. Like, spending good bread, like bread I really don't even have. Gang. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. I've done too much stuff like that. Like, spend my last dollar, open up my wallet, not just for cheeks, for good times, for actual making sure your day was great. Like, not to, you feel me? Like, not, I don't know how to explain that. Like, I really do stuff out of the kindness of my heart and love, wanting to see how you feel. You tell me, oh, like Shawty used to tell me, oh, I've never got this done for me. Immediately I'm putting this stuff on my list. If you've never had it done for you, stuff that you just hasn't been done, or you always wanted, it's just immediately on the list, and that's how it went. So when things went south with that, I don't fully blame her. I blame the situation that she was going through, but still, I always like to have people in a certain amount of accountability. But like those two things for me, Never got this done for me. Hella red flag. Nah, like, nah. I'm saying like if Shawty like she'd be like I've never been on a date. Like she say like I've never been on a date, a candle lit date or something like that. I put it on the list, not like a red flag list. I put it on the list. Like she'd be like, I've never done like I've never been to Miami by myself. All right, we going to Miami, me and you. Like she like I never been on a date to Miami or something like that. I'd be like, you feel me? Not like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's me. Like I'm doing that. Like I'm trying to do that for you. I'm the type of guy I want to do that for you. Especially if I fuck with you. Like and me, I'm getting so old that it's like I'm getting old that I'm not jumping back into the single game. Whoever was in that chat talking about single or married, bro, I'm not jumping back into the game. And if I jump back into the game, it's not like that. Or to me. Nah, facts. So yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like I don't know. As a man, I don't want to be. I was never a type to be wanting to be alone, wanting to be single forever. Never the type to really be having too many hoes in the first place. That was my thing. Like I just was never. I'm a house type of guy. Like I still be in the house, bro. Like I really be in the house to this day. Like I'm a dad. I'm a dad type of guy. Like I used to be in the parties when I was young, but I always wanted to stay like loyal to someone for some reason. Maybe that's because my parents was always together. I don't know, but that was my thing. So just feeling like I'm not enough for women and stuff like that, that was hard to go through. But mentally now, as I'm getting older, I have to look at it in the sense of who I was with, and not blame them for that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not blame me for that. Blame them for that. Blame them for their loss and their understanding of not being appreciative of what really's been given to you in the first place. Nigga spend all his days. Nigga would spend all his days, all his nights at your crib. He asked to go out and go chill with his friends, and you go and throw a bitch fit. But I was just at your house for 2 weeks like that. I was going through a lot of the times that made me feel like unappreciated and you know what I'm saying. So I'm at the point where I'm trying to tell everybody and all the men to be quick to appreciate yourself. And when you have done something nice, don't allow anybody else to make you feel like that. Don't allow you to make you feel like you wasn't enough or you didn't do what you came out there to do. That's how I feel about it. Yeah, like I've learned like even when you're in a relationship and stuff like that, like appreciate yourself, bro. Appreciate do things for yourself and make sure you keep yourself in your own mental space. Like right now, like I said, take the time to go back to it, be like, yo, what happened? What happened to me to even cause me to do that? And a lot of people don't take the time to go back in their head or even want to go back to that memory because it might hurt so much. I did feel some way writing this down. I did feel like, damn, this shit. Like, should I even be pondering on this? But I took it right now. As I'm taking it right now, I'm taking it and turning it into more of a positive idea, and I'm turning it into more of a positive thought process behind moving forward now. Because me and my dad, we're cool now. You know what I'm saying? We don't talk to each other like that. But I'm taking it and moving it forward to. My fault. I didn't get a chance to read. Nobody else sees the value in someone else and see the value in themselves of what I believe. Hold on. Nobody will see the value in someone that doesn't. Yes. No one will see the value in yourself. No one will see the value in you if you don't see the value in yourself. And that's the pretty much that's the lesson in a sense because it's like that's what my dad has now than made me feel. You know what I'm saying? Like made me feel I have to be more appreciative of me. I have to look at me and appreciate what I'm doing for what I got going on in my life. Bump it if he's not happy with that I'm not doing it the way he wanted me to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I have to be happy because it's my life at the end of the day, like he taught me. And as I get, like I said, as I'm getting older, I just want to be able to branch that message out somewhere. I guess I've always wanted to. I have videos of me talking like early on, like I started nothing down. All things I remember that happened to me. Forgot on order to move forward. To look was important. How I was shaped as a person. You know, people that had to forget what they did to you to have a good relationship with them. Those people are honest ones. You gotta keep distance from them. Okay, yeah, yeah. So then that when you said that keep distance, it's like almost hard because it's like that's a person you love. That's my father. So I understand some people, but like you know, and with him too. When I recently moved out, I have kept my distance, and I've noticed that. I noticed why I kept distance. I noticed how come and the reasons why I was feeling like I didn't want to have conversations either. And it's because of that. It's because of those deep moments and times that we've had before that I never fully like I let go, but I didn't understand, sometimes why or how come or didn't get a chance to put a full grasp on or put a lid on just the thought process itself on not being shit or him saying that to me or why causing, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody wants to, like, how come, why? Sometimes you gotta low key move forward and break break the cycle of that mindset. Because it's like if I would have sat in that mindset, like, oh, I'm not gonna be shit, and just start feeling that way and looking down, he not gonna know how to fix that. If I was to sit here and be like all day long, I'm depressed now, he wouldn't know how to really turn that back on. You know what I'm saying? Because you done, broke something that most kids normally, are not supposed to hear. And you know what I'm saying? You know how people, okay, you cool though. I tell a lot of. Yeah, like my dad. It's funny enough. My dad sometimes don't remember the things that happened. Like I've talked to him before. Like I was like, "Yo, you remember you said this to me?" He's like, "No." He's like, "I did." I'm like, "Yeah." Niggas don't even remember because they done tucked it so far down. They was so gone. They was so drunk sometimes. That they didn't. And I'm learning that that's just how it's gonna be. Some people are gonna be that way. Some people aren't even gonna change until they realize, maybe it's too late. Some people might not change, and some people might not change and just die. I've learned sometimes you have to accept people and move with grace, move with a little bit of hesitance, even with the people you love, like I said, because staying around that, I'm glad I moved out when I did, because I feel like staying around that energy wouldn't have been, fully great. I mean, I love him now because he definitely does try to help me as much as he can, support me if I need bread, you know what I'm saying, like that. He definitely does reach out and give me that and stuff like that. It's not like we have a bad relationship now. We still watch football together. We talk about football and cool. Like, it's not, you know what I'm saying? Just want everybody to get the story straight. There's a lot of things that happened when I was young, but like a lot of things that I've grown to understand and just forgive him. Like I said, I still be wanting to talk about things, but that's the part where right now I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to do it to myself so I can just naturally heal. Cause and then hearing Cam, shout out to Cam in the building, shout out to everybody who joined and talked, and like the video, just in general though, like sometimes talking out loud and then some people might put a comment out there and they say exactly how you might feel or you want to hear. Okay, for my fault, Cam. I'll get back to your reading. For real, some people won't give. You already read that one. A lot of those people struggle with empathy. It's crazy you said that. And since they can't comprehend your situation, they can't help you. Especially if they struggle with accountability. Shout out to Behemoth. That's good on you for maintaining a healthy relationship with your family. I'm the wrong person to talk about certain things. You know, the one thing I know about my dad is that he told me, and I love him for it because he always say like, we the ones that's gonna love you no matter what, more than anybody at the end of the day. And I appreciate him saying that because it's so true sometimes. I say sometimes, but it's so true in a way where I haven't met anybody who's willing to really bail me out of fucking jail. You know what I'm saying? I haven't met anybody who would willing to fucking go take a bullet for me really. Like my dad would, protect me over everything. So I learned that like I said, there's some things people mean, some things some people don't mean, but learning to as I get older to just be more positive than he is a reflection, is a good reflection of what he done created. Shout out to my shawty as well, Jada Goddess, and she's one that makes me realize too I had to be a little bit different in the sense of just being more real than him, I guess. Being more like not than him, but like just being straightforward, being myself, and not letting his words break me down to what he wanted it to be. And the support from her has kept me very strong. And the support from him though, like I said, like him just being behind closed doors, even though he said all those things, like I said, he still will reach out and try to call me, stuff like that. And I'm just happy that now my mom, me, my sister, we're all at a certain age and things can go. Hopefully, as I'm thinking about all the situations that I wasn't talking about yet with him, and some stuff that I'm probably gonna talk about in the next podcast if I get a chance. Not the next one, but probably the following. But yeah, man. He says, "Do you think you seen an emotional stuff? Wait, do you think he seen emotional stuff as weakness?" No. My dad actually. So the thing that always makes me so confused about my dad is that because I've watched him also call me downstairs and just was crying one night because he missed his mom. His mom died a long time ago, but like years ago. But he'll hear a song and my dad will cry. And seeing my dad cry is so like wholesome because he don't like he. I know he's just in so much. I know he has so much trauma. I feel like I'm about to cry. But yeah, my dad, he just got so much trauma built up. So like from his mom, from his dad not being in his life, and if y'all saw my like the last podcast or something like that, it's just real like that. Like, but that's where I'm learning. Like, I'm trying to just be better for him, like, so I can show him, it's not just one type of way you got to be in life. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. So this month, other than that though, chat, like other than those thought processes that came along that might like have like staggered me for a minute, this month has been something I could really appreciate. Thanksgiving was great. I still got leftover food, bro. Um, and like I said, I just he was there. He was there at Thanksgiving. Yeah, yeah. Um, it's funny enough. My dad recently just told me because he was also one of my least biggest supporters as far as YouTube. He recently told me on my birthday that he saw my last video and that he liked the dance move, the last new move that I just did. He said he liked that, and I was like, appreciate that. You know, my auntie saw my videos and people saw me at the club this month. It was really great. It was really great. It's really great for me because, like I said, I've been very quiet. I don't talk to my family that much. A lot of my family are people on social media. This year was I was trying to lock in a lot, so I'm just like I said, I'm just very happy, very grateful. This Thanksgiving was very good. Shout out to everybody who had a good Thanksgiving. Everybody who ate good, who got a chance to see their fam or got a chance to do what they wanted to do on Thanksgiving. Shout out to all the people who was alone as well. Hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving either way. But yeah, man. My dad was there, so it was great seeing him there as well. He's getting old, man. Like he's really getting old, bro. And like that's my twin. Like y'all see, if I put up a picture, he's like that's my twin, bro. That's literally like my twin. He look just like me. Um, I look just like him, my man. Um, so yeah, I mean, like I said, other than those thoughts and the things I had to, kind of, I feel like reach out to or like just pull out of me and make sure I put it out somewhere on a piece of paper. We could also I could do we could do a live chat like talk. I could we gotta figure that out too. I'll do that like on a Zoom call or like a Discord and then record this shit. That shit would be tough. I'm down to do those too. I'm down to do virtual podcasts as well. But yeah, I think your podcast would be deep as fuck, bro. I would definitely tune into that. But yeah, man. So I don't really got much more to say more than just that. Sometimes take the time to unravel some of that deep, dark issues that you might have with loved ones, family, yourself, vices, people in general. Just take some time, bro. Like, cause you're getting to an age where you're not gonna be able to. Sometimes you're not getting. Sometimes you get to a certain age where you're not able to unwind some of the damage that has been done. And you just spiral off in life and you don't realize until somebody you go to therapy or somebody might point it out to you that hey, like maybe when you was a kid you got beat up too much and that's part of the reason why like you're scared to be outside. Like you know what I'm saying? I don't know, like you know what I'm saying? Like maybe you're scared to be around people because anxieties and stupid like a whole bunch of different reasons. I'm not saying that that was the exact reason. I'm just saying shit at that point. I'm just saying though. There's a whole bunch of reasons why you could possibly have trauma or things that could cause you to go off the deep end or you end up fighting at work and you never fought a day in your life, but somebody said the right words that your mama used to say to you. You feel me? That spark a nerve. Punch somebody. It's serious to unwind some of that trauma and issues that you may have going on inside. And those things that like when they come to you, like you will think about it and then you try to push it back down. Nah, like sometimes it came to you for a reason. I'm so serious. Sometimes those thoughts and those the reasons why things come to you, it's not just so you can shove it back down in your head. It's for an actual reason. Right. Right. W Cam in the chat, man. W Cam before this is over. W Cam. W Cam. He's been on point. Every time he's in the podcast, he's on point, bro. So yeah, like It's just a lot of stuff that like a lot of men don't. A lot of men don't. They might talk about it, but they might not talk about it. You know. So I just want to be the first to let y'all know. At least one of my, in my opinion, be the first people to open up about something that goes on or thought processes that go on in my head in ways I might be dealing with it. Like I said, I wrote it down. I wrote it down more so for a visual purpose because it made me feel like I didn't want to lose that chip due to the fact that that chip is something that's always kind of pushed me in a sense. Knowing that he's unfelt that way, or just knowing I want to prove him wrong, but prove to myself that I'm gonna be better than what he said. Appreciate everybody saying W Cam in the chat. Hey, Liddy, 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 Liddy. Some people push things down for their entire life. 40 years old, and those problems 20 years ago. Yeah, my dad. I think that's like my dad though. He's like somebody who could have probably fixed some things like 20 years ago. He's one of those people who very much harp down on something that happened way back when. You know what I'm saying? So, and like I said, and to the women who thought I wasn't enough, I'm glad you guys thought that because that has also gave me a push. So I want also people to know that sometimes, like I said, turn things into a positive. Try to turn things into motivational a motivational thing for your life instead of turning it into like something you could pout about and always use as a crutch. Oh, my dad said I wouldn't be nothing in life, so I'm just sitting here being nothing. Like that ain't what that was supposed to be. You're not supposed to take that on the chin and just sit back and then now be nothing in life. And that's just how I feel personally. Um, so for y'all who's really wondering like what I'm doing here, that's generally how I feel. What I'm doing here. Here, what I'm gonna be doing on other platforms pretty soon. I'm already doing it on like at least 2 platforms, but more. It's like for me, and I don't say this is my last 2 years, but like this is I feel like these 2 years are gonna be golden if I stay doing what I'm doing. You feel me? Yes, sir. Amen, Cam. Amen. We the type of people going against the odds and place us for. And for my ex, it was narcissist wanted you to stop streaming to give her rate valid. You know what I'm saying? No, bro. Need that monetization, bro. For real, for real. So, like I said, shout out to all my supporters, man. I appreciate everybody who liked the video, who has subscribed already. Hopefully we have some more subscribers after this video. Hopefully we have some more people who, swear. I'm learning that too, though. Like, and then, like I said, my dad is somebody I definitely want. When YouTube blows up, when I blow up, I want me to be the first person to see it. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, I hope you guys are. I hope you guys got the lesson pretty much. Like I said, don't let anybody put you down. Don't let those deep thoughts keep you down either. Make sure you get them out, talk about it to somebody, or even put yourself in a shoe where you can motivate yourself from it. Like I said, start with the small. Start with appreciating the small stuff about yourself. That's one of my biggest goals. I mean, my biggest things I probably would ever tell anybody was start appreciating the small stuff about yourself first. Appreciate all the small things you do in this life and that you got up today and did these things first. Whether that was, like I said, football, basketball, playing games, work, and getting money, or getting to getting that one TV that you always wanted to get when you was a kid. Like, fuck it. The best shoes, whatever that small accomplishment was, save up the money to get your iPhone. Save up the money to finally get a crib. Be happy with what you got, and don't overlook it for anybody. Don't somebody be like, oh, that little ass apartment. Fuck that. I worked what I wanted and got what I wanted, bitch. You wanted that big ass apartment, bitch. You wanted that big ass apartment. Go take it, bitch. Like, this is what I wanted, maybe. You know what I'm saying? And even if you didn't, like I said, say you didn't reach your goal, say you didn't reach to that big ass apartment yet, take the time to appreciate the fact that you got this right now, and you can work towards the rest because you have another day. You have another fucking chance. You still know what your goal is, and you know what your plan is. No matter whether it's your dad, your mom, your grandma, girlfriend. Make sure you listen to what you want, because it's your life, and you have one, so far that we know of, you have one life to live. Right. Always congratulate yourself, even for the small things. Facts. Because there's people in this world with nothing, bro. There's really people in this world with nothing. People in this world that took exactly what my dad may have said to them and went and became homeless, bro. I see that shit all the time, bro. It's just not. You know what I'm saying? No. Well, just take the time, bro. I don't know. Shout out to everybody who joined. Let me give my shout outs. Make sure, because there was more, at least like 10 people in here. 8? Okay, we had 8. Let's go first off the rip. W Cam in the building. Cam always pulls up and goes crazy on the podcast. Like he says, his favorite topics that we are talking about. I'm glad that I'm expressing some things that you can join in here and talk about. And I'm glad that you're adding great and correct info. Very, 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 very much. Thank you, Cam. Appreciate you, gang. Then we got Jim. Jim also said I seem like a good guy. He blessed us. Hopefully he subscribed. He said I seem like a good thing. Hopefully everything goes good. Then we had, I want to say this is, we're gonna call you Aaron. 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 I'm fucking dumb, though. Don't mind me, chat. I'm just dumb as fuck, okay? I'm gonna say that's his name, number 3. Because it's A, and then Ron, and then the M. I don't know what the M would make it sound. A rum? Right, anyways. Appreciate you joining. I don't know. It looks like you have a man picture. I don't know why you were asking if I was single or not, but hey. I'm taken. Ugh. Lies. Happily taken. Lies. Shout out to my boy Lies. Clap it up for him again. Big W. Tekken champ. We all knew you could beat them in the first place. We all knew you was gonna win. Shout out to Lies. Hope you're having a good rest of your day as well, Playboy. Shout out to everybody else as well. Hope they're having a good rest of their day or night, whatever time it is. Zero. Shout out to Zero. Hey, look at my cousins online, or at least he might have posted something. Shout out to Zero. I appreciate you joining. Right now you're beating Ted out for consistency right now, and being here first probably. We called you Cash earlier. Shout out to Cash. I want to say this is Ash Cash. Land. But hand. What? And. No, and. My fault. Slow ass nigga. Anyways, appreciate you joining. Shout out to Behemoth. Still here. Said W came in the chat. Appreciate that as well. Hope you're having a good rest of your day too, Behemoth /night. And we got Almighty John. Almighty John. Put up in the 8th looking like a fucking John. Pause. WQZNT. Good night. Oh, wait, my fault. Yeah, good night. Yeah. W Flirty. I appreciate you guys, though. I appreciate Kim. Appreciate everybody. You guys were great today. Hopefully, I think I'm gonna predict like, hopefully like 100 viewers. Maybe like 86. Who knows? Please do me a favor and like the video if you haven't done so. And yeah. We on to W0W Lies. Hey, respect Cam. See, Cam, I'm glad we brought Cam on. Cam's gonna have to go down in the books for something else too in a second. You getting up there, man. Appreciate you joining though. I think we might stream chat. We might stream for like 30 minutes or something like that. Maybe like 40 minutes. Oh, let's go! He said, appreciate it fighting for my life right now. And shout out to like I said, Cash pulling back up in the chat. Please do me a favor, y'all. Subscribe. Love y'all. Ram Sal. Peace.